What's up, YouTube viewers? We're doing a stream right now for the Amazon coin giveaway stream. Is the video for it? Central Time. Is Twitch.tv laggy? I think, don't worry. Yeah, okay. Good. Yeah, Twitch has its stuff. Twitch, Twitch makes me tilted sometimes. Just because there's just some things like I can't do. Like, they fixed it now. There was the longest time I couldn't change my Twitch banner and I couldn't change my Twitch stream title. So I would have to stop the stream, go to my dashboard, confirm the stream, go to my channel page, and then change the stream name there as well. And they'd have to be the exact same names. Otherwise, it just wouldn't work properly. It was really weird. Okay, let's do... What was I going to do? Man, I'm losing my crap. So we've got the video link, we've got the stuff going just fine. That's running all right. I don't know if it's true, but I read somewhere that hosting upgrading, maybe that's why. Oh. Hopefully they're upgrading. Do you guys see those Summoners War notice posts though? Like, good stuff. Oh, I was gonna tweet. That's what. I got a message from the person I am doing this giveaway through, and I'm going to be, I mean the sponsor of the giveaway, and I'm going to be tweeting them. Check out. I'll be commuting around that time, but I'll let you know, let the winner of the giveaway know they'll receive, by midnight tonight, they'll receive an email notification, confirmation of coins. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Cool. Sorry, I know, I have to start the run, I have to check the chat. Typing speed. Yeah, I'm typing really quickly because I am typing a tweet out to tag the Amazon App Store as well as Summoners War app and the Summoners War app USA. Cool stuff. Cool. So what's everyone doing in Summoners War right now? I know that some people constantly farm, but like, I know that like my first year in the game on my first account, most of the time I wanted to constantly be doing something different, because if I just stayed in Giants all day, I'd be like completely burnt out after like 45 minutes. I know some people like to go through, do Rift of Worlds, do some manual dragons, do some whatever. Yeah, I think the sponsorship is pretty crazy. We'll see what it leads to, but it could grow to something larger. I don't know how I want to do it yet. I don't know whether or not I want to make it so that they have to be here. I'm at Mount White trying to get some runes for Shannon Bernard and Lapis. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Legendary rune. That's going to be a re-up rune. That's what you got to be doing, you know? Farming those Swift runes. That's awesome, though. That's what you should be, you know, farming for those Swift runes real early. That's a little up close and personal. I'm trying to adjust myself so I can sit in a position on this chair that's comfortable. My ADD doesn't help, though. Let's go to the content creators panel. Yeah. So I can post this video announcing the giveaway because I know some people might be interested in that. Especially since there's like, I don't even know how many people in the... Yeah, there's 1,500 people currently online in the Summoners War Discord channel, which is actually kind of crazy. It's a fairly significant amount of people. Let's copy this, paste that again. Check this out if you want. Amazon. Cool, good stuff. You're feeding an SM star and a cheesecake? What? That sounds good, actually. I had some chocolate cheesecake last night. I just got it from God, what was the grocery store? I don't even know which grocery store it was I was at that I got that, but I got some there. It's a new 6-star monster. I'd say based on your HP, attack, and defense stats that you're a 3-star. Summoners War. Oh, so there is an issue. No, so I see there is an issue for sure. Yeah, there was some freezing in the game. I totally understand what you're saying now. Whoa, that's way too large. That makes an impact. Although this is not right. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to fix some stuff so that this doesn't look terrible for you guys. I got resist accuracy or just flat runes. Yeah, that's how it goes, you know. At the very least, though, you're getting some mana in the process, which isn't too bad. Cheesecake makes them on take on any raids or dungeons. 3-star, yeah. Yeah, you're a 3-star currently. You're probably a natural 2-star. Uh-oh. Why are we having this issue? That's not good. This is not the day. Okay, Summoners War? We gotta make it through this stream. That's why I was looking at other devices. I was looking for devices that I could hardwire into or to the computer so that we don't get this issue with like wireless, because I'm pretty sure that the fact that it's wireless, a wireless connection plays some sort of role in the issues we're having. Because this isn't Streamlag. You could see my webcam is just fine in it, right? This isn't Streamlag. This is mirroring software lag. This is what happens when you use an Apple device. Not that I'm spitting on Apple, because Apple devices are great for a bunch of things, but for this purpose specifically, for streaming Summoners War, my iPhone does not perform the way I would like it to. And it's not, I mean, I guess it's not really the iPhone's problem. It's the connection between the iPhone and the computer, and the fact that there is no wired option, or not that I've found, Yeah, I know you could stream to televisions just fine, but not to your computer specifically. At least not that I've found. Oh, that's what I was going to do, actually. I was going to add volume to this. You think I'm a silver 1 star? I think so. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, let's hop right back into this giant stuff. Now with volume. At least then there's something in the background. I don't like to use background music because it can't be monetized. You all kicked out or just me? No, that's not the end of the stream. That's like when I walk away, or when I walk away if I'm AFK from the computer, or if I'm covering something up. That's just I could just switch screens like that. It's an alternate scene that I use. What else could I do? Maybe I should go... (503) or 404 message? Oh. That might have been you then. Streaming copyright music will not get your stream taken out, but portions of your VOD will be muted if the volume is low enough. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Copyright infringements and such. See, the thing is, I don't want to invest in Monster Cat or any sort of, music sites for streaming and video making or content production, just because I don't make the money to support it, to earn that money back, and the prices of that, it's not terribly expensive. It's like twice the price of a Netflix subscription for the most part, but like I said, it's not really worth it for me if that's not gonna output any income. I don't understand the issue here. Can we do this, please? That's weird. Hey, I fixed it. Whatever I clicked some settings and it made it better. Because now the sound is linked up too. That's beautiful. I don't know what I did, but I fixed it. That's cool. Okay, good stuff. So, yeah, what I was saying is I don't feel like investing in something like that unless I'm going to be able to support it just because, you know, it's like $20 a month or something, depending. So it could, I mean, the price can really add up. Can we? It's fixed. Good stuff. I mean, the audio's been like that forever, just because I wasn't 100% sure. I was messing with some settings, and some setting that didn't really seem to have anything to do with it fixed it. That's nice though. Yeah, and I've played Pandora in the back of streams before, but the problem is my source is now 1080. My source has been 1080. I didn't change any broadcast settings on the side of OBS. The settings I changed were on the side of my mirroring software. Although this is... It looks way laggier than it did before. Maybe that'll make a difference. But now it's beautiful colors and effects in the game. You can see, really? That might actually be your connection, because honestly, nothing has changed visually. But it used to just stop. Yeah, exactly. But I don't know what's worse is just it stopping, or oh, here we go. Let's do this. Turn off Bluetooth. Holy crap. Instantly see a difference, don't we? Instantly see a difference. There's one more device that may very well have Bluetooth enabled on it. I'm such an idiot. I guess I wasn't really thinking about that. It's not typically an issue or something I even think about, but I have an Amazon Fire tablet resting right on top of my computer, which is in between my phone and my computer, and look at that. Instantly fixed. But the audio is ruined now. Wait. Wait, I fixed the connection, right? Wait, what? 1 minute. I fixed the video connection, and then I broke the audio connection. Oh boy. Settings, audio. Amazon tablet run the game good report. The Amazon Fire 7, HD 7, and that's like the base model, which I believe is $50. Let me go check that real quick. Runs it amazingly. The graphics are beautiful. The colors are actually different than they appear on an iPhone, but they look gorgeous. There's a different level of sharpness that you don't really even see on an iPhone that you see on the Fire. Just the game all around looks slightly different. You'll notice it the first time you hop on it. It's gorgeous though. I love it. And it runs, I mean, it runs beautifully. I believe it's the Amazon Fire HD 7, which currently costs like $50. Yeah. Or the HD 8 is $50. I mean, we have the HD 7, I think. But I mean, you go if you buy it on a holiday, it's like, you know, it's not that expensive, and it runs it beautifully. Oreos, cookie, and cream. What's up, Ghetto Settler? How you doing, dude? Okay, let's fix this crazy crap. Where have I been? Oh my god, I haven't been streaming recently because I don't know, because I've been dealing with other stuff. Yes, cancel that application, run this one, reconnect to the air server. I'm sorry, I'm trying to restart the connection. I'm trying to get the audio of the game as well as the video all synchronized up. And now AirPlay server is being done. Here, what I'm gonna do is, where is the Air Server Connect app? Scan the QR code. Okay. Scanned. One moment, please. Turn on the mirroring stuff. There we go. We get this. Now we're gonna have to readjust the size because it's not gonna be quite right when I go back in. A little bit too big. All right, there we go. We fixed it. We got it. Don't worry about it. Sorry, folks. Technical difficulties. Yeah, seriously. Careless whispering as waiting music. Yeah. Deep quote. Oh, no, it's worse. I don't know. Air server. This is a perfect segue into saying this is an Amazon sponsored stream. It goes without saying that I personally think Amazon products are great. You know, full disclosure, yeah, it's a sponsored stream. But, however, might as well not have the audio if it's going to be desynchronized. But that aside, I do really enjoy Amazon products. I'm not really a fanboy of any sort of specific brands. I've never been a brand whore per se, and I mean that in the most endearing way possible to people who, you know, love very specific devices. I know some people get extremely attached to certain devices or certain brands, but I've never been like that. I've always been a bigger fan of the product that is gonna do the best job for me, you know. And for Summoner's War, for the optimization, the lack of crashes, Summoner's War in specific, I have seen the best quality and performance through the Amazon Fire tablet. And this is my little brother's tablet, which is the one I play on a majority of the time when I'm talking about an Amazon device, is great. It plays the game great. The only reason I don't play Summoner's War on that more or stream it on that is because the Amazon Fire 7 HD or HD7 does not support mirroring. It's only the H and beyond that support mirroring. So, of course, I'd have to get a tablet that supports it. But I'm like, for a $50 tablet, being able to run it better than my, $500 iPhone is, you know, pretty impressive. Yeah, I would, you know, even though this is sponsored by the Amazon App Store, you guys should go check them out. I do really enjoy that. Here's a link. I should be spamming out the entire stream. This is a link to Summoner's War from the Amazon App Store. So when you're looking to spend those coins that you win from here, go ahead and download Summoner's War from that link, because it helps out the Amazon App Store and they know you came from me. And then you can go spend those coins. Also, to preemptively answer a question that I know is going to be asked, what if I win the Amazon coins and I don't have an Amazon device? Well, once you start making all your purchases through the Amazon coin store rather than, you know, straight up buying it through the App Store or any other form of app store, attack order on my team doesn't matter, Sith Lord. It's Galleon and then the rest of my team. Literally, that's all that matters. Galleon, then the rest of my team. It's speed giants. Doesn't matter what you send in there. Once you start purchasing everything through the Amazon App Store, you're gonna save a lot of money anyways. Because I mean, I've always been a big fan of this. I've known about this for about a year now. The Amazon Coins thing, where you can make your purchases through the purchase Amazon Coins and use your Amazon Coins to buy in-app or to make your in-app transactions. And for the Amazon Coin Store, you can get $500 worth of Amazon coins for $375. So you're essentially saving $125. And it's a significant amount, especially if you know you're going to spend a lot on Summoner's War. The best part is you don't have to spend all those coins worth of money right away. You can save the coins, you can accumulate, you can wait for the holidays to come around where they have even bigger discounts, but still 25% of your purchase off when you're getting $500 worth of stuff. I mean, that $125, you spend $50 of it and get yourself a decent tablet, a decent Amazon Fire tablet, which runs it great. I mean, it's great. It's awesome. And you still are netting $75 worth of savings as well, which is great. You use Windbarb as well, 6 item recently. Yeah, Windbarb. I've been using Wind Barbarian King for 4 months now. He's amazing. Secondary attack, buffer. He's got self-sustain. He's got branding. He's got dots. He's got the speed buff as well. So he's really, really good for these when you're running him with these Ifrits. I mean, everything about him is really amazing. When the light Ifrit comes out, Charlotte's coming out, and damn, I can't wait. It's gonna be great. Broadcast automatically. I don't think that works on it. What if I apply that? Turned on. I don't need to mess with the graphics. I don't need to mess with that. I don't know. But yeah, Windbarb is great. I love the Windbarb. But yeah, Amazon tablets, great stuff, great stuff. I'm going to be getting one eventually to stream off of that as well. I believe they have wired screen mirroring to PC. He goes after Lucian, but before my Sig. I notice his AI doesn't prioritize the brand attack though. His AI prioritizes whatever skill's up. If his third skill's up, it's going to use his third skill first. Sometimes he derps with the brand, but most of the time he'll use it if it's up. It'll never prioritize the brand over the third skill though, which is, smart. That's smart AI. Because if it prioritizes the brand over the third skill, then when Galleon derps, you're screwed. You know? Not to mention, because I mean that speed buff basically gives your team that extra turn rotation to fix anything that they messed up. You can see my speed tuning. It's Galleon, Amir, Vero, Hraesvelg, then Charlotte. That's the turn order of my team. Or was it there? Yeah. Galleon, Amir, Vero, Hraesvelg, Charlotte. And I mean, Amir, Vero, and Hraesvelg are like 3 or 4 speed apart. And so if there's like a speed buff, I think Hraesvelg actually moves a little bit faster. No. He's close though. They're really, really close. I'd prefer my Hraesvelg to go right after Galleon, but I just don't have the runes to be able to do that without sacrificing too much crit damage or attack. I like that turn order too because, Charlotte's there as backup. Like if we didn't land what we needed to, Charlotte goes in with the attack bar reduction and gets in all those multi-hits. so she will take the brunt of the force, which is fine, because if Charlotte dies, who cares? She's here for the crit rate leadership skill, and that's about it. Otherwise, her damage is almost negligible. I mean, 2 AoEs that each do, like, not that much. How did I pull Wind Ifrit? You get it from the Ifrit pieces from the guild shop. So when you do Guild Wars, you get guild points. In the guild shop, you can buy Ifrit pieces every week for 450 glory points, or guild points, Guild War points, and you could use those to eventually summon your Ifrits. Both of the Ifrits that I've summoned from the shop so far have been Amir. He's great, though. He's a really good unit. People get, like, salty because they don't get Theomars, but honestly, most people don't have the rune quality to build Theomars even in the beginning. They're like, oh yeah, I really want Theomars really bad, and I hate to roast somebody, but since I do frequently roast people's accounts anyways, I might as well. I have a few reps on my list that were super hyped about Theomars as well. You have time for that? Yeah. Seriously. That's the thing about Summoner's War. It devours your time in every way. Although that's most of these games. Any game that's going to require grinding or stuff like that. So here, guild shop, guild battle, go to the guild shop, scroll down, you get the Ifrit pieces. I'm 40 through towards my next one. We are in a farming guild now, which means hopefully we're against Challenger 1 level players. Yep. So we have some defenses here. I did want to save this till the stream, which is why I haven't done these yet. But I usually go through and I try to two-man these. Jeez, what is this? Can I solo this with Beretta? I doubt it. Wind, water, water. Oh, actually, Lapis needs a slot 6. Doesn't matter what it is. Any energy slot 6 will probably do. But she does need a slot 6. I was trying to have her at 0 crit rate as well. I am not going to be happy with anything I put there. Let's just look for a slot 6. We don't care what it is. Just give us a slot 6. That's not terrible. HP, speed. That's so weird. I don't even know why I have this rune. Cool. So she had speed and some resistance. I'm at beginning. I'm in no rush for Theo. I think he's overrated for early stage. Yes, I definitely agree. You're mid, not crazy to get him. Yeah, I mean, Theo... Oh, jeez. It's Wi-Fi issues lately. Hello, game? Network issues much? This is a Wi-Fi in the house issue because our connection is so our Wi-Fi connection is so terrible. We have like 100 up, 100 down, 100 upload and download speed. It's symmetrical. Oh, come on, Summoner's War. But when it comes to our Wi-Fi, it's like complete trash, and it just drops all the time, which is nuts. It's not even a stream struggle. That's just a household Wi-Fi struggle. Everything wants to fight me today, which is crazy. It's like, oh, you're not streaming on schedule, so we're going to make sure your day is a living hell. What did I want to do? Oh, it's that blade rune. Okay, let's go put this blade rune on her real quick. Just because it has speed. And I'm not going to use it on anyone else since the rest of the substats are really useless. That used to be on my Rakan, actually. Hashtag Wi-Fi struggle. There you go. So, what do we want to do? Oh, we were going to Guild Siege. We were going to... Oh, people already recognize. Well, I won't even touch that then. Let's go to this one. Let's get a... We don't have any wind unit that I think can just... Actually, we do. Is that fast enough, though? Here's the problem. If that... I don't think there's a problem here. I was trying to play devil's advocate for this defense and say maybe, oh, maybe it could get lucky and kill me. It couldn't, though. There we go. And it was like right as I joined a farming guild, literally the next day after I joined this farming guild, they came out with the patch where you couldn't receive more than 30% of the guild's contribution rewards. So I joined the guild where I can just absolutely destroy. Wow, wait a second. Hey, wait a second. They're fast, although they're weak. Although they're weak, they are fast. Because this is what? This is like a no, it's a 160 speed lapis. They're pretty quick though for what I thought they would be. Luckily they have no HP or survivability, but neither does my lapis since she doesn't really gain anything back from... Oh, that's fine. Despair. Despair will carry us. Yeah, they're pretty quick though. I didn't expect that. Alright. 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 I want to play around... You should probably do its team that doesn't have a... He doesn't have a strip on anything, does he? No. He doesn't have a strip for sure. And then that's just soon. I want to play around with my Rakan. I showed this off in my recent... I don't think it's going to do very well. But I showed this off in my recent From the Crumbs video. I recently got my Rakan on a proper set of runes. And I say proper very loosely. I have him on a better set of runes than he was on before. He's now on a will set, which is why I'm really excited. Because now he's more usable and stuff like this. Oh, yeah, he can't strip. The problem is I see that ability and in my head I think of chilling. And I think, oh, I'm going to get stripped. So, but yeah, now he's on will, so I don't have to worry about the lack of speed at all. Come on, Wi-Fi, can you stop being garbage? You forgot you have the Fire Samurai, yeah? Fire Samurai is cool. He's not really super functional. He's more of a fun unit. I would use him in like Guild Wars and Guild Siege, and that's about it. He's a fire damage dealer, and that's about the best I could say about him. Can we make that work? This could be scary depending on how his monsters are ruined. Bella dies here if they go off. But my Vertihill, I think my Vertihill still has runes, yeah. My Bella's fairly quick for being, I think, HP defense. Keep in storage for now. Yeah, you can keep in storage till later. I wouldn't recommend wasting any resources on him. Just worry about your core team. Yeah, that Soha did less damage than I expected her to do. Yeah. We're all good. And time for the big nuke from Verd. Like a 13k no attack buff. That's pretty good. He is on a damage build. The same build he was in for my Dragon Speed 10 speed team that I was building before. This is the only team that I'm even worried about because it looks like I mean, why is there Ryan 6-star though? I don't know how fast their units are. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, I think. My Amir's not fast enough, though. My Amir doesn't have a lot of crit rate, but I only really need it. Allies attacking. Of course they are. Come on, I was trying to solo this tower. Rest in peace. So let's take out their big ones. It's building. Our ally tower is building. Oh, come on. I wanted to do some more attacks. Okay, let's attack the other guild then. Which one is the strongest here? I don't even know. All these defenses are pretty terrible. So I don't want to waste Galleon Fey on just anything. We'll do Lupinus. Oh, this is 4-star tower. Okay. And we'll send in Mav, right? Poor West couldn't show off. It's not about showing off, it's about clearing the tower myself. I think you get a bonus for that. I'm not sure. You get the brag and demoralize the other guild bonus. Oh, come on. I didn't even need to bring Mav here. The thing is, I don't have enough units to utilize like the 30 monster cap anyways, so it's not like I'm missing out on extra attacks. I don't really have damage dealers built for anything like this. What's even a threat? There's a trick to pull 3 if I need 5 for the event. Nope, there's no special trick. Opening mystical scrolls pulls net 3s, but that just, you could also get them from social summons and unknown scrolls as well, so you get a
Thank you for those sweet cards.
Welcome. Did you read them?
I did. They were so sweet. Look at outside, it's so dark. It just started to drizzle.
You're lucky, Mom.
Look how dark.
Yeah, it's because Mother's Day luck.
Is that what it is? Is this the new backpack? That's cool.
Hiking backpack.
I like it. It's not so big.
Man, this was a waste of Galleon Fade too. Anything else I could do? Oh, my Manchur is built. I forgot I put runes on him because he's been unruined for a while. He doesn't have runes. Does my Colleen have runes? Oh, she doesn't. That'd be so good. I was looking for... I just need an attack buffer. Would be nice. Does Spectra have... Nobody has runes. She got runes. But she does nothing. So, screw it. Oh boy. Yeah, when she just walks through, I just ignore it. I'm like, I'll just pretend she's not here for a minute. It's all good. Okay, so defense break. So I ruined up my Raok. So I had a month in Dragons, right? And this is all I have to show for it is this Raok. And it's not even a good Raok. However, it's on Violent Runes. There you go, proc Raok. Do it like you should. He's also 5-star. And his runes aren't powered up. And he's got like no rune priority whatsoever, so... God, this is so rip. I don't know why our Wi-Fi is like the most terrible thing in the world. Especially since we pay like a ridiculous internet bill too. I mean, Comcast charges you like crazy though. Oh, I got nothing for this, I don't think. I've got Miang. I've got you. I've got Bernard. Those are the only monsters here in this entire row that are ruined. The rest of these are unruined or they're net 4s or net 5s, so they can't be used, which is pretty nuts. I think Miang could do an okay amount of damage, I'm not sure. I have no defense breaker though. Do I? I have Bernard, but sure, let's do it. Okay, we want that. We want triple buff on Megan. Well, yeah, my only Sky Dancer. Let's take the buff from Megan. Okay, good. Man, it's such a beautiful transmog too. And of course you don't take the defense break. The one thing I need you to really take. Yep, that Miang booty. You already know. Are we gonna lose? We're gonna lose this probably. Okay, that's fine. I could accept that. To be fair, leftover units and units that aren't skilled up or anything. Well, Beretta's not skilled up. Miang's not skilled up. Miang's unawakened and at 5-star. If we win, it's gonna be by the skin of our teeth. Which is kind of a joke. We should have more units built too. I'm gonna be building the water and fire ninja soon, just because they're really fun. Oh my god, there goes Bernard. Can we get a dispersed on ever? Can we land? She has accuracy too. Can we land stuff, please? That stuns something. No, we don't land glance. Oh boy. Stun? Stun, please. Congrats on getting a sponsorship. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The sponsorship from Amazon's pretty awesome. It's only for this. It's only for this video. You know, the giveaway video. Also, if you guys are interested in the giveaway, there's a Gleam link on the video I just posted to my channel, and if you don't want to check that link, then we have this link right here, and you can check that out, and you can enter if you're a subscriber and a follower. You only have to do one or the other, but The more you do, the more entries you get, so. Stun, thank you so much for the clutch stun. Oh, this is so annoying. I'm gonna lose to a comp that has no healing. This is what I really should have brought Rogue to. Wow, and now it's over. Because Miang can't strip. The only way I would win is if Miang strips right here. You have to strip. Nope. And now it's over. Yep. That's ridiculous. Miang didn't land a single strip. I mean, that's annoying. And I've got nothing else either, because I've got no runes on the other net 4s there. Well, that's the end of Meg Guild Siege. That's fine, though. We're going to go back to grinding some giants, because there's some stuff we need still. We need a lot of fatal runes. And we still need to have some speed and crit damage subsetted runes for our Hraesvelg. Because our Hraesvelg needs some upgrades since he sacrificed a lot for the rest of the team. I think most of them actually went to Fae. Most of the Fatal Blade runes went to Fae. In terms of quality. Because both Amir and Vero, I believe, are on Swift Blade. Attack, crit damage, attack. Yeah, it's crazy. No, that should mean I have an extra Fatal Blade set then. Right? It should, yeah. I have an extra Fatal Blade set. I have to. Because before I was able to have Fae still runed up, I had 2 Tarks, both on Fatal Blade sets. So, I have at least one decent Fatal Blade set lying around somewhere that I can put on someone. I don't know who I want to rune up right now, though. And I'm still working on rune sets for Hua, because I do want to put Hua on a HP crit damage attack set with Swift and Energy. It's pouring outside, that's ridiculous. Just entered the giveaway. Nice. Do we need... I'm trying to think of anybody else who needs runes really bad. I mean, everybody. Everybody needs runes. Oh, I'm finally going to rune up Wind Monkey. I'm super hyped about Wind Monkey. Just because I've had him forever. His kit's super sick for raid too. I don't think I'd ever put him frontline, but backline is a raid damage dealer. I feel like he's got so much potential. He's got pretty good HP base stats. I believe he's around 10k. So getting his HP up to 25k for just some survivability reasons. Yeah, he's okay. 11,700 base HP. His attack is 703 and his defense is 660, and his speed is 117. So he's got really good base speed, better base speed than Bernard. Really good base HP, pretty good base defense, and okay base attack. And his multipliers are pretty good too. And then 25% chance of counterattacking anytime an ally is attacked is pretty awesome. I don't know how it stacks though. I'm not sure if when all the allies are attacked by the same AoE attack, if for each ally that was hit by that one attack, if it procs for the 25% chance, because I feel like that would be pretty broken. Just because six total six allies in total being attacked would mean pretty high probability that he's going to revenge proc. But it could be. And I mean, 50% chance to stun at max skill is pretty impressive too. defense break on 2 isn't super impactful for raids. I mean, the extra defense break is nice, but I'm trying to think actually, because yeah, I'm probably gonna have Bella frontline, and I don't know. I'm trying to think out my raid team. Because I know I want Bella. I know I want... Well, I don't know if I want Bella. Probably want Bella in the front line. Miang, Lisa as cleansers. Hua as a damage dealer. Wind Monkey as a damage dealer. So that's what, 5 units? Miang, Hua, Bella, Wind Monkey, Lisa. That's 5 units. And so our last unit would probably have to be some sort of damage reduction effect. So probably like a Darien, because I don't have a Diaz. So I guess I could do a Darien in the front line, built on like HP, defense or something. Yeah. Put him on a triple energy build or something like that. Just so I have some damage reduction effect. I never got a Diaz from that Hall of Heroes, because this account didn't exist, I don't believe, at the time of that Hall of Heroes. So that way I can help with survivability a little bit, because, you know, early R4, even R3 teams have trouble surviving. Just because you don't have the grinds, you probably don't have the rune quality just yet to support all those monsters. And when I do this, when I do decide that R4 or R3 is something that I want to start hopping into in the game, because I highly doubt I'll be able to get anywhere near R5 on my first real go at making a team. But when I start hopping into that, I do want to give them my best rune quality, because I'm of the belief that giving your farming team the best rune quality will help your progression the fastest. And that's what I'm all about, is quickly progressing through the game. So I think I'll probably do that when that time does come. But there's going to be a lot of set interferences, I think, because, well, yeah, I haven't, like I said, I haven't played around in Rift before, some Rift raids, so I'm not sure how important speed's gonna play. I know that you want to have your turns work out in a way where units that... Oh, this is getting ridiculous with the Wi-Fi thing. Come on. You want your team to work out in a way that doesn't hurt itself, because you don't want to take too many turns, if I remember correctly, because that'll cause the Rift Beast or the raid boss to revenge you too often and kill your team. So you want to only have your most impactful units getting a large amount of turns. So like speed tuning your entire team is super important, it seems like. Let's get this working. Okay, there we go. But if I do that, I don't think I'm going to have a working Giants team. Just because whatever damage dealer I put in there is going to need like everything. Everything except for speed, pretty much. Right? Yeah. I haven't even thought about resistance. I highly doubt I'm going to need resistance on any of my damage dealers, because I'm going to be relying on Lisa and Miang to, you know, remove stuns and Oblivion from my team. Because Oblivion would be, you know, the bane of my existence. I thought about putting Vero in the team, but I'm not a big fan. He has the HP leadership skill. That's one way he's pretty decent, but his cleanse is based on his passive, which means you have to deal with Oblivion, which means you need a second cleanser anyways. So Vero Lisa could be pretty viable, especially if I kept Vero as the damage dealer he is. I think Amir could be a viable damage dealer if you have enough harmful effects with them, especially since Amir does extra bonus damage based on max HP. So building him with 25k HP as a damage dealer would actually help him anyways. The problem is you lose speed, because he'd be HP slot 2, and I'd be worried about HP and, you know, crit rate for damage substats less than speed, because you don't want him to take too many turns. Here in Giants, you could get away with just making your units really fast and out speeding the monsters enough, and so you don't have to worry about it as much, because although the giant multi-hits, the giant most likely isn't going to one-hit your team unless he has an attack buff or a defense break on your team. So you don't really have to worry about that, especially when you have a Vero in your team. You just make your entire team fast and you don't care how it works, because you know, Vero is going to be the ultimate band-aid. I don't know, we'll see. I'm super excited for it though. Especially since it seems like there might be some patches to R5 in the coming future. I only suspect this because of the changes we've seen to the game so far. And what I mean by changes, I actually mean content released by the developers. Of course, we got Vertihill, and now we're getting Miang. And after this, we're going to be getting the Light Ifrit, because it seems like the creators of the game are desperate to stay relevant in the eyes of their own community. So we're actually getting to see a lot of content being produced. Can this work, please? There we go. And Wi-Fi in this house is the most terrible thing, though. But yeah, I assume in the future we're going to see patches that are more than just quality of life patches. We're going to see patches that actually, you know, majorly affect the game and how it's played. Because if they want to stay competitive in the, you know, in the industry now that they're starting to see games that can take away, you know, large sections of their player base, they're going to have to either adapt or, you know, shut down their business. And I highly doubt Comtuos wants to shut down Summoners War anytime soon, because that game is bankrolling all of their other games that they have released. I know they have a long list of games that they publish, or moderately long list of games they publish, and you know, Summoners War is of course at the very top of that list, since that's where most of their income's coming from. You know, they're getting money from summons and people who have to pay for crystals to refresh, and you know. I'm not saying that's an issue that they have one game, you know, bankrolling the others, but it definitely forces their hand to develop the game even more, which I think is great, because they have no choice but to further improve the game. Yeah, that's a really weird room. That's gonna go on some off support, like a second galleon. Second galleon's coming very shortly. I'm just finding a need for it in Guild Siege, because I don't know. We also need galleons at different speeds. That's something I've definitely noticed, because my Chiwu isn't anywhere near as fast as my galleon, because my Chiwu is on a despair set, and so having a galleon that's slower than my Chiwu, but still fast enough to work with my other teams, is pretty important. What would be awesome? Oh, a galley for you, yeah. I've got multiple galleons on both the main and the side accounts, which is crazy. You know what I noticed? So unplug my phone, right? Because it should be full battery at this point, because it's getting hot. When my phone is playing Summoners War, and it's not any one of these things, it's when there's a mixture of 3 or more of these things. Playing Summoners War, streaming Summoners War to the computer, and plugged in on a warm day, my phone gets hot. So what I did was I took it out of its case, because this, like, I have an OtterBox case, and what it essentially does is it creates a freaking microwave, and it just holds all the heat in. Like the case itself is hot right now because it just holds all that heat in. It doesn't let the phone really breathe or get cooler. So I unplugged the phone. It's still streaming and playing Summoner's War, but I unplugged it and took it out of the case. So hopefully that cools it down. You should see, I think that's what was causing some of the graphical issues as well. You want a galleon for yourself. It'll come in time, I mean. Honestly, this is coming from a person who has a Tashar, a Lucian, a Wind Panda, and a Water Dragon on their account. Complaining about not having a galleon is just about nothing. But my phone was getting hot. It's like it's gonna melt itself. That's why I need a dedicated device. Also, I know that this sounds super lame. There are fans built specifically for phones. I'm not going to keep that room because it would have to triple roll into crit rate to be relevant. And even then, it's like triple roll into crit rate. There's probably a small likelihood of speed if there's crit damage and all that kind of stuff. They have specially made devices that cool telephones or cellular phones, mobile phones, whatever, and you could place them in there and cool them down. Galleon will advance your account. Yes, definitely. Galleon will advance your account more than that Wind Panda did because you can't really efficiently ruin the Wind Panda. And it is on Violent, and it is like 180 speed Wind Panda, which is not terrible, but you can't really farm dragons yet, so. The funny thing is, now that they're giving you a Verd, your account is getting to the point where pretty soon you're going to be able to start worrying about your Dragon's team that doesn't involve a Verd whatsoever. However, you will need a Galleon for that speed Dragon Speed 10 team. And yeah, I think Galleon on your account would give you sub 45 times. It's never enough to make things better and progress more. Yeah, exactly. Nothing is never enough in this game. Or nothing is ever enough in this game. Actually, I'm going to get a bowl of ice. I'm going to wrap it in paper towels. Don't worry, I'm not going to cover my phone in water. I'm not an idiot. I'll be back, though, to try to cool down my phone a little bit.
Do you want tacos for dinner?
Yeah.
Taco leftovers? Are you hungry now?
Go to channel 3750. Oh, why am I not in channel 37? Oh, it's because I restarted my Summoner's War. Channel 3750, and you can go ahead and summon in there. Hopefully you get a Lucian. I hope, for your sake, that you get a Lucian. And for my sake, too. It'll help my sanity if I can claim responsibility for someone else getting something good by giving them a channel to summon in. Channel's fairly lucky. That's the channel that I summoned 3 natural 5-stars within 20 scrolls in. Also the same channel I summoned 2 natural 5-stars in someone else's account in like 35 or 40 scrolls. Also, sorry if I went on your account if you were on it. Did you go on the Leica account? Is that the account that you went on to? Also, real quick. Oh, login inspired. You went into your account. Oh, you went into your account. I'm sorry. Yeah. There you go. I was on it, but I logged out because the energy was out. I was just farming it. You don't have to worry about it. I was just making sure your energy and wings were cleared. So let me go ahead and actually I'll log into the Leica account. I don't even know if I remember the password for it. I'm so used to logging in through other means. Henny Ken, is this your fastest team? Yeah, this is the team that hit 53 seconds for me. How you doing today, Ken? I think I actually have the like. Let's see. Yes, I do. Good, nice. Yes. When am I going to check how many days left on the Vert event? There's like 20, or not 20, like 16 days, right? Because it's through this entire month, I know at least. You should have it or be really close to it. I feel like the only thing you're missing is not even a daily check-in, it's just completing daily missions. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to log into the Leica account. I wanted to show the Amazon Fire 7. So I wanted to compare graphics, and if I just showed you the device on webcam and you saw the other device on the Amazon Fire Frank. Sorry you didn't get anything better, but if it makes you feel any better, I didn't get any lightning out of 7 summons. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. That's what I assumed were the only things you're missing. Oh, so I just wanted to show the difference in the way that the displays look, and this is an iPhone 7, so. Hey, wrong channel. Okay. Yeah, so iPhone 7, and I know this is on a webcam, so it's really hard to tell differences. iPhone 7, Amazon Fire. So there's a slight there's a few graphical differences. Like you'll notice there's like different levels of sharpness and stuff. You can't really see it well on the webcam, but the saturation level of all the colors is very, very slightly dialed back. And it's something you'll notice immediately if you're used to playing on an Apple device when you switch over and you play on an Android device, or even, specifically the any of the Amazon devices. You'll see a very slight change in saturation levels on your screen. That's the only way I could really describe it. And it actually is really nice. It's a lot more, or a lot less harsh on the eyes is the big thing. The color schemes on the tablet overall, I'm not sure if it's every single application, but definitely in Summoners were. If you're playing really, really late at night and you have the device next to you, iPad, I got an iPad behind me that used to be my brother's iPad that I use just for Summoners War now because it's an iPad mini and it's pretty old. But I just use it for Summoners War, and the light that comes off of it is really harsh. And so if you're farming late at night, which typically I am, it's really terrible to stare at. I saw a change while I was watching someone else play on Amazon Fire, right? The difference, it might just be the Fire, it might be all Amazon device, it might be all Android devices, I mean. I'm not 100% sure, but I definitely like it. That's all, Regardless, I really like it. Sorry, this is a squishy, movable ice pack that I have my phone set on so it can cool down a little bit. I have paper towels around it, so it gets cold a little bit slower, but it also prevents my phone from getting covered in the condensation surrounding the bag. Now that was, I don't know what that was from. I'm telling you guys, I need to get that phone cooler. Some crazy like jet engine level freezer action going behind my phone. It is out of the case now, which has made a pretty tremendous difference. If you saw how the stream was earlier, which is crazy because it typically doesn't do this. It might be because I recorded like 3 videos in a row prior to this, where I had Summoners War going, streaming, charging all at the same time in the case. I typically don't make that many videos in a day, especially on a day where I'm going to stream. But I did mention earlier on in this stream is slightly impulsive as a result of the Amazon coins giveaway we're doing. I did want to make sure we had this stream up, so That way I could give away that stuff on stream. I'm loving this. I'm loving this team so much. This team is great. Brightest makes you guys feel tired. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens when I play on the iPad late at night. Is that my eyes are just like burning. That's terrible. And my eyes usually aren't sensitive to screens. For my monitor, I have this like Alienware monitor that's like equivalent to a BenQ. It's like a gaming monitor, 240 hertz of whatever. Blah blah blah. I play a lot of games on my computer, and I stare at my computer a lot, especially when I'm doing editing stuff like this. So I'm constantly staring at my screen. So I made sure that the monitor that I had has like a matte finish plate or whatever. I don't exactly know what it's called. I can't remember off the top of my head what it was called. But it is similar to a screen protector in terms of what it kind of looks like. It's like a matte finish that goes across. And so you get a lot less brightness, glare, a lot less brightness and a lot less glare hitting you in the face when you play games. So it's pretty good though. Fastest team is 110, but average is 130. Yeah, that's a quick team. Anything under 2 minutes though is pretty quick in terms of giants. The cool thing about giants is you definitely see progression just from farming giants. So the more that team farms giants, the faster that team will get regardless of the team. As long as you stick with your team and you constantly, you know, are trying to improve the runes. This is like my least favorite 2 units to be left alive. I mean, honestly, Charlotte's here just because the leadership skill. Her damage is negligible. She's got the attack bar reduction, which is nice, and she's got negative effects that she puts on the enemy, which just increases Amir's damage, which is nice. But that's about it. I wonder if we could get down to 500 crystals today. If we could farm... Because that would mean we'd farm through 500 crystals in a day, because I started today with 1,089 or somewhere around there, I believe. So... yeah. I think it's the blue light that damages and makes your eyes hurt. The blue light, really? Huh. Well, I don't know anything about that, so I'm not going to comment on it to protect myself from sounding like an idiot, but I will trust the chat's judgment. Hey, chat has 300 IQ. My chat's the smartest chat. We have all the big words. Yeah, maybe I just build a second Vero for my team. Oh yeah, double Vero. But I'd want them offset. I think the biggest thing is if I had to... The funny thing is I'm taking this really seriously when I say this. I would 100% do a double Vero Dragons B10 speed team. And... Jeez, what would my team even be? That's really crazy. It's always fun to think about really stupid teams. Just because it's entertaining for me. So we're going to pretend, we're going to use someone else's Vero as a placeholder. It's not going to work. I'm not going to try this team, but Galleon. Now we could do Stella because she's got the brand and the extra defense break. We know that the world is flat because we are the smartest. Oh boy. This is going into all sorts of realms. The thing about it, I had a crazy amount of success when I was screwing around with Dragons B10 teams last month. Crazy amount of success using teams that didn't have a speed lead. I actually took Verd out for a few of my teams and received my fastest time, which I think was just above a minute. 2 Veros? Oh yeah, definitely. Especially in Dragons, you imagine 2 Veros? Again, like I said, they'd have to be offset in order to be efficient, because one Vero moving right after the other isn't really efficient because they're not cleansing anything. But having 2 Veros and having one 50 speed faster than the other, at the, you know, of course at the cost of a little bit of attack and crit damage, means that they're going to be cleansing in a different order. So right, so you could imagine it as like a clock, right? And so you have your first Pharaoh moving around, and your first Pharaoh comes around, and this one's maybe half or 2/3 of the way. First Pharaoh cleanse, right? Just make Lin. Not everybody has Lin. I definitely don't have Lin. First Pharaoh comes around. Second Pharaoh's 2/3 of the way through, and then maybe the dragon or a tower moves in between, put dots on you, and then your second Pharaoh goes. You see what I'm saying? You get that crazy cleansing action going in. Decameron, use it or can you food it? You can food it. I know some people have use it till Giants B6 or something like that, but I don't know. I don't really recommend putting much into him. Festa runs with Spectra over Verd. Yeah, definitely. Spectra has damage output. He's got the attack speed slow, which is arguably better than Verd. He's got the AoE attack by reduction, and then on top of that, he slows the units, which really, really slows them down. Something he does that Verd doesn't do is slow down the towers. And Verd doesn't slow anything, he just speeds up your team, but slowing down the towers can be really, really huge, especially that attack bar reduction. It could buy you a little bit more time. Verd, Galleon, Stella, Tarkteor, yeah. So you're just doing a face team, and you're hoping that the boss never gets immunity. You need a lot of damage for that team. That's the big thing. Just make sure you're just fast enough to outspeed the dragon. And if you're just fast enough to outspeed the dragon, then you just dump everything else into damage, and that's all that matters. Passive sounds good on dragons. I don't know. I'm a beginner. No. Decameron's not that. I wouldn't use him in dragons ever. Stella is the last one that needs to be built. Nice. Stella's crazy to build, though. Stella needs everything in the game. That's the reason I hopped out of dragons, just because my speed team wasn't consistent enough for me to feel like it's worth it. Because it was like 80% or something. I don't know. Also, I need levels into my speed tower, which you can't really force that. You just have to farm as much as you can. Slowest unit is Verd, plus 108. Nice. That's the way to do it, is have your entire team fast. Stella's shitty, but almost there. Yeah, Stella requires so much, you know. Speed, crit damage, attack. She wants HP defense. She definitely needs accuracy for Dragon's B10. She also needs skill ups. That's another big thing. And my skill up, my Stella had none of that going into that. There we go. Landing sleeps. Eventually my Charlotte's going to be taken out of commission. That's crazy to say. Or at least taken out of commission as a damage dealer. Just because her multipliers are not great. Her base stats don't make up for her low multipliers. Her skills are way better suited toward TOA than anything. Like, don't get me wrong, the crit rate leadership skill is the only reason why this stupid team works. Just because Amir, Hraesvelg, and Charlotte just have, you know, speed, crit damage, and attack, and they don't even think about crit rate as a result of having that leadership skill and being a wind unit. But honestly, her damage is just so little. Attack buff, defense break, and brand, and she's only hitting for 9k with her first skill. Like, I don't know. See, I mean, 18k with defense break, attack buff, and brand. I mean, that's not damage. The first skill of Vero and Amir do significantly more than that. They do 25k. So basically 30% more damage off of a first skill of a unit than what Charlotte brings. Also, her utility for Giants doesn't go beyond the attack bar reduction. The glancing is negligible because really the Giants shouldn't get more than one attack on our team, period. The attack bar reduction is decent, but the glancing is useless pretty much. The stun doesn't work on the Giant, as well as she's on Despair runes anyways. Maybe putting her on Fatal runes, that's something I've been thinking about for a while. I currently don't have the Fatal runes to give her, even though I thought I had another Fatal set lying around somewhere. I could look at that, I guess, after this run. It never hurts to screw around and check that out. Also, if you guys haven't already, I recommend you go ahead and sign up for the Gleam.io Amazon coins giveaway. So you have your chance at winning $50 worth of Amazon coins. Of course, to redeem it, you do need an Amazon device. If your friend's got an Amazon phone or Amazon tablet, you can go ahead and just log onto their device and use it. Otherwise, I'd recommend you purchase one. If you don't have a tablet or a dedicated device for Summoner's War, it's like $50. And buying things with Amazon coins are gonna save you a lot of money in the long run, especially if you make any significant amount of purchases in Summoners War, which I know a lot of Summoners War players do. And I mean, you know, $500 worth of Amazon coins for $375. That's a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. You can do it on Android now too. Awesome. Well, even better. Thanks, Ken, for the update on that. So yeah, any Android device. There you go. Sick. Yeah, you just download the Android Store app for your Android device. That makes sense. Or the Amazon. I'm sorry, the Amazon Store app for the Android. I'll buy a tablet if I get it. It's pretty good. It's pretty worth it. I mean, their tablets are sick. Like I said at the beginning, full disclosure, this is a sponsored video. However, a non-sponsored part of the video, or something that I don't have to say, there's no obligation for me to say it, and I'm saying this based off of free will. I would have to disclose to you if I was sponsored to say this part, but I'm not. Amazon Fire here is my brother's. That's why it's got this little handle case, this indestructible handle case. I love this case too. Amazon Fire 7, it's like $50 or something. Freaking amazing. Graphic quality is beautiful, and it runs Summoners War. It's never crashed. This specific one has never crashed on me. In my time using it, I'm sure other people might have had different results depending on, you know, different situations. But I've never had it crash before, and it runs Summoners War just fine. And on top of that, you get the bonus of getting reduced price on everything you purchase. Also, it's, you know, if you got an Amazon account already and you have those extra credits lying in your Amazon account, you know, you could spend them on Amazon coins. Summoners War no crashing. Yeah, I've never had it crash. In all my time playing on it, I've never had it crash. It runs beautifully. Like I said, that part is not sponsored by Amazon. That is just my unbiased review of the Amazon tablet. The only product I'm pushing you guys today is the Amazon coins, because it's a good deal. If you're going to spend money on Summoners War, spend it more efficiently, get more bang for your buck. Even if you're only getting like $100 worth, right? And the biggest thing is you don't have to spend all the coins right now. You buy the coins with your money, and you spend the coins as you need to. So you could, you know, stockpile. Maybe it's you're splurging for yourself. You got a bunch of Amazon gift cards or whatever. You go and you want to spend $375 for that $500 worth of Amazon coins. There's no expiration date. You don't have to use those within a certain time frame. You don't have to use those on that day. The only thing that you have to do is enjoy that you have those Amazon coins. You can use them at any point in time. There's no, like, you must use these by whenever to do it. You can't download Summoners War from Amazon. Are you sure about that? Oreo Cheerio, I gotta go get food, BRB. Alright, Gato Sith Lord, you go get your food and get me some too while you're at it, please. You don't go on a food run and announce that you're going on a food run and not bring back food for other people. It's like that guy at work who's like, hey guys, I'm going out to a steakhouse. See ya. This doesn't invite anybody. Everyone else is eating their vending machine lunches, and this dude's going out to get a steak in 45 minutes. And he comes back smelling like a freaking steakhouse, and everyone's just sitting there glaring at him. Summoners War limits, yeah? Really? What do you mean? Man, that makes me want steak. I haven't had steak in a while. Amazon supports emails. Support emails, yeah. Huh. Is it your device in particular that can't get it? I'm surprised that there's guidance suggested on the ratings, the rating system for it. I've never really looked at the Summoners War ratings before, actually. They say it's Summoners War limits? Really? That doesn't make any sense. What device are you trying to download it to? Also, do you already have an Android device that has it on it? And if you're trying to download it on an emulator, then of course Summoners War is gonna limit it. I highly recommend that no one here tries playing Summoners War on any sort of emulator or any device that isn't a phone or tablet. Samsung S9 Plus. Huh. It should work just fine. Mizu M3 Note. So do you have it downloaded already? Wow, that's sick. You can redeem Amazon coins on your iPhone as well, apparently, too. I tested all I got. That's weird. So Summoner's War doesn't work on your other devices? Regional local error. Huh. That's weird. You have any internet connectivity issues? Or also, what country are you in trying to download it? I know that there's some countries that limit accessibility to games like Summoner's War, or Amazon's accessibilities to games like that in your country. Google Play works perfect, huh? That's strange. I don't know what to tell you. Israel. Have you tried... Did you say that you would get contacted by Amazon via email? Because if there's any issue between Amazon and your device or anything like that, I'm sure that customer service has some sort of response, or at least has some sort of idea of what's going on. Okay. Yeah. All this talking about Amazon coins is making me excited. I have not purchased a pack in Summoner's War, or I don't think any sort of package since the transmog package, and that was, I don't even know how long, 3 or 4 months ago. I don't know what it was, but whether it was the transition between my first account and this account, or it was just my poor luck when it came to summoning, I actually have not purchased any packages for the game in quite a while. I do, however, not big packages. I do, however, occasionally get the daily pack. I'm on day 14 or day 15, I believe, of the daily pack, and I just resubscribed. I don't know the right word for that. The repurchased this month's daily pack, because it's like $5, and you get 300 crystals for $5. I mean, that's at least $10 worth of crystals if you go by the math of $100 gets you 3,000 crystals. So I felt that it was worth it, and also you get some other bonuses that are, relatively negligible from having the daily package, but the crystals is pretty nice. Amazon gets back to me after 12 hours and say it's come to a support list, Israel and support list. Wow. Huh, that's crazy. So it's a Summoner's War thing. That's weird. But I know there's some policies in place for reasons beyond my knowledge for stuff like that. Can we get some runes today? I feel like at this point in the game, with how much I grind giants, I get maybe 1 rune per day, sometimes 2, that are worth keeping. I feel like that's about my luck so far. Yeah, that does suck. I feel like I get two runes a day at maximum. Sometimes 3 if I take a day and I do like 20 or 30 rune crafts. But 2 runes a day at most that I keep because, you know, they're good. Like it's like oh, okay, that's a pretty good rune. They lose, not you. Yeah, that's true. Anytime a company doesn't support you know, a certain area, but I'm sure there's a reason for it, you know. Especially knowing come to us, you know, they're like, oh, we want money, we want your money, give us that ching. They wouldn't just not give access to a possible paying customer for no reason. There we go with Vero. I mean, honestly, oh, I want to make a video about this too coming up soon, talking about Vero in speed, giant speed 10 teams. This was something I heard in the game like very early on, like over a year and a half ago, like surely, is when I originally heard to really make your speed GB10 like a really high success rate, putting a Veramos into your team would do that. And I didn't really fully grasp it when I first heard it. And like I said, this was a long time ago. So it's kind of come full circle now where I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense. And I really wish, I can't for the life of me remember where I heard it from. I really wish I remembered who, because it was like the coolest thing ever that I heard then and I'm utilizing now. And that I didn't realize I was utilizing until I did enough trial and error to see that Vero worked so well. And they weren't even referring to Vero as a damage dealer, but Veramos is a very, you know, powerful damage dealer in Giants, especially since the only reason you bring him utility-wise, and I won't consider his stun to be utility, just because if you're running a speed team, wave clear shouldn't be something you're worried about. You shouldn't be worried about whether or not you're going to be able to kill the crystals and the golems before they attack you. So his second skill is nothing to me, but the utility of the cleanse is already built into him taking a turn. And since he's a speed-based damage dealer, just make him fast and give him damage. And he's doing the one thing you bring him to do without him having to use an ability. And anytime you could have a passive-based unit, of course you're going to get a lot more consistency, just because regardless of what move they choose, however they choose to attack, you know, he will always, if he uses first or second skill, whatever, even if the AI derps, Vero's always going to cleanse every turn. Yeah, 100% Vero is a cleanser and dotter. Early game, mid game, even late game, I wouldn't recommend anyone build him as anything else until you get to the point where you have a lot of damage. And I'm talking, you have really good runes to start giving your monsters. I would not recommend building him on anything except for like a speed HP or speed HP defense. That's what his main purpose is. You know, give him 45% accuracy, make him fast, and give him high HP and defense to survive. And of course, the more speed, the better. But at the point in the game that I'm at, where I want an extra damage dealer and I want more consistency in my fast GB10 team, that's the point where Veramos for me becomes a damage dealer. And at this point, I mean, he does the same amount of damage on his first skill as Amir, with, I think they have about the same runes. So you'll see his damage was like 100 less or 150 damage less with his first skill. So Amir hit 18.5k and then Vero hit a 17.5k. Also, it works really well. Speed HP is a good rule of thumb for all support monsters. Shannon, Bernard, Bella. Try to get some defense and accuracy in the substats. Of course, you want to hit the 45% accuracy so that you can land the harmful effects on the enemies. As I'm waiting for food, I wanted to point out I might be able to carry you an R5 soon. I'm almost done with my second R5 team. Nice! You know, that's actually perfect, Sith Lord, because I am in the process of building up my monsters for my R3 team, or what I hope will be able to accomplish Raid 3. Just because, you know, I want to have my core team just built and ready so that as I get the runes, I can put them on them. I'm going to be building Hua, Miang, Lisa, Wind Monkey, Bella, something. So that'd be awesome. Yeah, I saw raid 4. I'm just saying my team probably isn't going to be capable of raid 4. But I am going to be giving them the best possible runes I can, aiming for 25,000 HP on all my damage dealers, aiming for 30,000 HP and at least 1,600 defense for all of my frontline units, and aiming for around 200 speed with my cleansers. And that's going to be probably what I build it around. And then from there, I'm going to speed tune the rest of my team based on my cleansers. Because cleansers are the most important thing there, and they need to move the most often and all that stuff. So we'll see where we can get with that. But I have a few, like I said, I have my units in mind. I don't at all really want to even touch Veramos in raids, just because I don't like, I don't like the idea of using a passive-based unit, other than, of course, the Wind Monkey. And I guess was passive-based too in R5, just because the potential for him not to cleanse. That's the thing, though. It's that if the Wind Monkey or if Hua gets Oblivioned, it doesn't really matter, right? They're still going to do their damage. They're just not going to get that bonus passive effect. If Vero gets Oblivioned, it means my team isn't getting cleansed. It means, and you can't cleanse stuns with Veramos anyways, and stuns are another big threat of the raid boss in R4, R5, even in R3, getting stunned even besides Oblivion, because even if Vero cleansed the Oblivion off, your entire team can still be stunned. So Colleen and Lisa are probably my two best PvE units. Colleen is stupid fast, not being on Swift. Yeah, Colleen's insane too. She brings all those harmful effects that you really need for the raid boss, and she's a healer with an attack buff as well. The only problem with my team is going to be my initial team isn't going to have a Diaz or a Darien if it's built the way I want it to be. But I'm hoping I compensate for it with the sheer stats of my units. Because like I said, I feel like the stats that I'm aiming for are pretty high. So by the time I hit those stats, the rest of my rune quality should be about around par. I'm really happy about my Bella, though. My Bella's on Swift Energy, but built on defense, HP, and Bella's still pretty fast. I like my Bella. Also thinking about Light Drunken Master with a good set, but I think that set would be better on Miang. Yeah, Miang's got better base stats, and Miang has the backup cleanse, which is nice. The backup cleanse for stuns. That's why I really like it, is because she could remove the stuns really easily. But what else? She also awakens into resistance, which really helps for R5. It's like her kit was built around it, and she's got the glancing on the first skill. But I'm trying to think. But the Light Drunken Master has the ignore defense-based damage, which is not bad. The problem with the Light Drunken Master, right, is if I built him, I'd build him on the air of, or I'd air toward the side of damage more than anything. I would do probably an HP crit damage attack build, just because his third skill is based off of the damage you deal and not the attack you have. So you need Drunken Master, though, as your Colleen for your second team. I don't know if I'd like Light Drunken Master as much as I would like the Wind one, though. So we have the Light one here in our storage. I want to take a look at him. Just so you guys know, there are 40 minutes left till the end of the giveaway, the coin giveaway, and then we're going to be announcing the winner. Let's see. Am I blind? He's 5-star, right? Yeah. So TN Kin. So what I really like, he's got the HP block, right? Yeah, HP, disturb HP recovery with his third skill, with a 75% chance, but he hits 3 times, so it's pretty likely. And so yeah, he recovers for 25% of the inflicted damage, right? So it's based on the damage you inflicted, right? So with the defense break on the enemy and attack buff on him, if you build him as a damage dealer with a pretty good amount of damage, like plus 1200 attack with 160% crit damage, you're going to see some pretty huge numbers, which means your healing is going to be pretty good. Especially if you have some sort of brand or any other sort of attack or damage increase in your team. But he contradicts himself. That's the only reason why I don't like him. His first and third skill make me want to build him HP crit damage attack. His second skill makes me want to build him as speed attack like I would build a Miang. Which is the only issue I have with him. Are you in the chat? You're not in the chat, okay? Okay, Sith Lord. You know what? You're telling me to do all this stuff. You're not in the chat for me to check out the monster you want me to look at. Let's see. We got some dailies to finish too. I like him though. I like his kit, but like I said, I like the wind one a lot. The wind one has 2 forms of healing as well. I guess the light one does as well. The wind one has the recovery per turn though, which could turn out to be a little bit more useful. So yeah, texting me 3 times. He's got the defense break, he's got the HP recovery, and then he's got recovery per turn, right? No, this one's recovery per turn. Yeah. Each turn they get 15% HP recovery. And this one's, I like him because the second skill is a crit block. Does the light one have a crit block as well though? Light one does have a crit block. Huh. See, but the thing is, on the wind one, I feel less of an obligation to build him speed, crit damage, attack, just because he's not going to do as much, right? So his third skill, it doesn't matter how much damage you do with that third skill because it's not going to really matter in terms of for the heal, right? And so building him speed, attack isn't going to hinder the rest of his kit. If anything, it's going to strengthen his second skill and help a little bit on his first skill as well. With the light one, it's like, I don't know. Like I said, that's the one I would build. HP, crit damage, attack is the light one. You got your dark unicorn that you hate so much here. Why'd you put her in the front? Because she's an LD unit? I like the wind one, but I like him for elemental raids more than regular raid. Yeah, I like him. Oh yeah, he's so good for the... It's the water one, right? The one based on health. I think it's the water one. No, water one's freeze. It's about attack by the wind one. I really like him for the wind rift beast. You have him at 5-star. Why do you want me to look at a unit that's built as a 5-star? He's got resistance. He's got some speed. He's got okay attack and HP. The problem is you really don't know what a unit's potential is until they're 6-star. I feel like his HP is too low though. That's the big thing. Trophy, yeah. It's a trophy monster and that's about it. Sitting there with your triple Lucians. I'm so salty. Just looking at your Lucians instantly makes me salty. Your Tayor is looking good though for that speed team. Man. I need one of your Lucians, okay? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna transplant a Lucian off of your account into mine. You ready? So, the way you do that is you click on your player profile, you go into options, and you click reset game, and then you type in the six-digit code, and then you click OK, and it's going to ask if you're sure, and you're going to click yes, give him my Lucian. That's the correct way to do it. And if you do that, it's going to send your Lucian over to me. Nobody do that, please. I don't want anyone resetting their accounts. I do not recommend you do that. I did not know they could. I fed them in Lapishim and Bernard. You fed the Drunken Masters? Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I mean, they're okay. Again, they're net 3, so you don't have to worry about them as much, keeping them. It's kind of like whether or not you keep a Mav early in the game. Just because although Mav is good, Drunken Masters are good and usable, raid isn't something you have to worry about until you're at least a year into the game's progress. Unless you're pay to win, of course. In which case, it could be anywhere between, 5 months and 5 weeks, depending on how pay to win you are. Especially with the way that progression can be sped up by spending a ridiculous amount of money. But yeah, you don't have to worry about, whether or not you fed them. If you fed the light one, I'm really sorry about that. You shouldn't be feeding any light or dark monsters. Even if you have duplicates, sometimes keeping extra of the same light and dark net 3s can still be useful, because some units there is a purpose to having duplicates, whether it be guild siege or purposes in both arena and TOA, because there's some units like that have multiple uses. So, but yeah, you shouldn't worry about having fed the Drunken Masters. It's not a huge deal. Now, if you fed a Lucian, I am terribly sorry for your loss. I hope you get another one. But in your case, I highly doubt anyone here has fed a Lucian before. And if you did, you know, nothing you can do about it now. Except cry. Light, dark, frozen in storage. Nice. So you have the dark one too. Oh, Summoner. This time Summoner's War is broken. There we go. You have the dark one too. I can't remember what the dark one did. Oh, you're gonna evolve some stuff in my chat? Is that what you're gonna do? We doing this now? Hey, you know what? I 5-starred an Undine earlier too. It's funny. I was starting to fuse my 5 Veramoses. I'm not gonna tell you why, but I'm gonna let you guys know I'm fusing together 5 Veramoses. Just so you guys know. Keep you guessing. Until one smart person decides to spoil it and ruin it all. Then I'm gonna feed them all into slimes. You know, gotta just take my defeat and mope about it. Let's do some more farming though. I mean, you can never do too much giants farming. You know, if all else fails in Summoners War and you don't know what to do, go farm giants. At least if you're like, if you could farm giants B6 or B7, you know, at the very least. Then if all else fails in Summoners War, farm giants. Otherwise, farm scenario, level up your team, do your stuff. But yeah, once you're into giants, you know, just farm giants. Don't try to go into dragons. Don't try to farm R5 because you see all the cool people doing it. Oh man, you know what? Now I gotta feed all my Veramoses into slimes. Good old 715-6402. Enjoy your chat, ban. Hey, can you stop 5-star and stuff in my chat, Sith Lord? You know, I'm gonna I joined 3750 because it's peaceful. So no, maybe I just want to have a full team of arrows. Maybe that's why. Can I fuse runes too? Right after I went on this rant about farming and giants, I instantly lose attention to what I'm doing. Let's craft some swift runes. We always need more swift runes for both damage dealers and for supports. Legendary 6-star with speed and accuracy. Oh, 5-star. Hey, it has speed. Let's try it. What are these rune crafts though? That was pretty good. Legendary 6-star with speed, accuracy, and attack. Nope, we're out of green stuff. Alright guys, let's see how this goes. Now you 6-starred him. I'm not going to look at chat. I'm not going to validate the fact that you 6-starred him. Flat HP. What else would it land on? This could still be a 22 speed rune. Goes right into attack. This, I mean, it could still be a Miang rune as long as we avoid flat HP some more. It's okay. I think this rune is trying to make up for all the times we had like the crazy streamer luck. Because there are some days that we have gotten some rolls that we should not have gotten, you know? Like a bunch of max rolls in a row. Yeah, this is payback. This is a payback rune. Like if it goes into speed, it's like a Miang slot one, but that's about it. Because my Miang is currently on a support build, focusing around speed, HP, and attack. And of course, she has a lot of built-in resistance, so I got a tiny little bit of resistance from runes. Hello? Wi-Fi? Okay, fixed it. What? Phone? Hello? Whoa, can you... That's unnecessary, we don't need to do that. This could be a Miang rune though. I do need some good runes for Miang. This is definitely not going to be one of them. Unless it rolls a 6 into speed, in which case it's still a pretty good rune. Rune frozen, yeah. The rune was frozen at +10. That frequently happens when I gotta power things up though. They're like, no, You're not going to do that. You're going to waste 10 million mana trying to get a rune to +9. Accuracy, it's not terrible, but it's so hard to make that a good rune. It's probably better than Miying's current slot 1 though. No, I don't know. Depends how I look at it. So I lose 11 speed, I gain 9 accuracy, 9% accuracy, and I gain 14% attack. The problem is I don't need more accuracy. You only need 15% accuracy for raid boss. Why am I losing it? My mind is like in shambles. Oh, by the way, here's my Guild Wars team. Boom. It's not a very nice Guild Wars team, especially at this level. I get to see the big numbers from Vero though. That's where I like it. Come on, hitting 23k through her shield. Oh, also, I have this team so that I could play around with Rakan some more. Boom. She was on Despair too. Semi-notable. Collapse. So stupid. I saw a video of Damage Shiwu the other day. I mentioned this in like all my streams, but I don't like. I always have something to talk about when it comes to Summoners War content that I've watched, but I honestly don't watch that much Summoners War content. The stuff that I watch is usually videos of people doing crazy things that, you know, they probably shouldn't be doing on their account, or probably aren't efficient to do. But those are always the most entertaining videos, so if I do watch a Summoners War video, it's probably something like that. Or shout out to Mards. I don't really do channel shout outs, but shout out to Mards. I love his one-shot day. It's freaking hilarious. Goes in with some random crazy unit. Actually, his recent one about Orang was awesome. I totally skipped over it when I was watching the patch notes, and Orang got a huge buff. That's the Wind Nine-Tailed Fox. She's used in Fusion to fuse Sigmars. Her third skill now does additional damage based on the amount of harm, based on the harmful effects the enemies have. So the more harmful effects, the more damage, and it's a pretty significant damage increase. It's like that of like a mirror, except it's single target, and she could hit like 120k or something nuts on the giant. So Orang in Giant Speed 10 has potential to be really, really insane. Although I haven't come up with a team using those units that would be that great. Swift 2, 3-star defense, 4% crit damage. No, what you want to aim for is you want to aim for having speed, defense, HP, accuracy. Those are the substats you want to look for. Even if you get a rune that only has HP and defense substat, that's pretty good. I made a rune video recently that talked about runes to keep for different classifications in the game, for different types of units. That goes over the substats you want to look for and the sets for those substats. It also talks a little bit about max rolls. A big part of that was referring to the Wikipedia Summoners War page, where you can learn all about the minimum and maximum rolls for substats depending on the star rating of a rune. For GB7 team, no. For GB7 team, you want to aim for 4-star runes and above. A perfect example, actually, is Starry Knight's brother's account, which has bare minimum stats for GB7. And when I'm building giveaway accounts and there's a point in the account where I'm struggling or I lose track, because I definitely lose track of where I need to be or where I need to get to sometimes, I check out accounts that are at that point. And so it's kind of nice sometimes to, see an account that's not into Giant Speed 10 yet, so you can see what they're doing or what minimum stats they have to even be in Giant Speed 7. And so because that account is fairly inconsistent in Giant Speed 7, it's very weak. If it's better than the current slot 3 you have, I would definitely keep it, power it up to +6, and use it on your Shannon. However, as a rune by itself, you probably should be aiming for a little bit stronger than that. So this is like the bare minimum stats for Giants B7, you know? These are like 5-star runes gotten from Scenario. You know? Speed HP accuracy on them, speed HP accuracy on him, I assume. Oh, speed HP, speed defense HP? Speed defense HP on him. Speed HP on Shannon. Speed HP defense, oh. But yeah, I mean, you see like, you know, bare minimum stats. Plus 60 speed for Shannon, you know, plus 70 speed for Bella, plus 70 speed for Bernard, and then aiming for the maximum accuracy. And then you have the damage dealer, the 2 damage dealer units. You see some basic stuff. Phantom Talon, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? What else? What else do we want to talk about for those teams? The big thing for like Giants B7 grinding is either have your healer, you know, like plus 70 or plus 65 or better speed, like your Bella or whatever, fast enough to constantly heal, or use some form of cleanser to get maximum ability to farm. Keep running until I get one. Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's what you should be doing. I mean, you should always be grinding nonstop. Worst comes to worst, you have a bunch of mana that you can save up so that when you get that really good rune, you have enough mana to power it all the way up. We're in need of a lot of runes. It sucks to, like, I feel like there's so many people that I hear either in chat or in a guild or even in stream chat sometimes that are complaining about the units they don't have. Did you miss the giveaway? Oh, no, you did not. Here is the Gleam.io giveaway link. You have 21 minutes to go ahead and complete those, and then you will, of course, be entered into the giveaway. Ooh, that's not bad. Built-in crit rate has got attack, crit damage, and accuracy. The crit damage and accuracy are pretty low. The attack's okay. So it's 1 less than max roll. This is definitely a rune worth powering up. A moment, please. Of course it goes into attack. The one thing we don't really care about on runes, especially on runes that we intend to keep for a good long while, is attack percentage. Just because attack is something that we can get through grinds. We get, of course, through the through the slot 6 and possibly the slot 2, depending on the unit. Thank you so much for the follow, Phantom. Good luck in the contest. The things we mainly look for in these runes are to have the attack percent there so we can grind the numbers up if we need to, and get high crit damage, high speed, high accuracy if that's what we need. So of course we want to aim for those stats that are going to be harder to get through grinds, and then of course we still want those other stats in the runes, like we want the attack, we want that was a max roll and a crit damage, that's not bad. I believe, no, that was a 5% crit damage, that was a 6 roll. I thought it was 4%, but I believe 4 was the accuracy. One of the rolls was bad. One of the rolls had a max roll, so that's pretty nice. Rune's not terrible. We do want this to roll into like speed to still be really relevant. The crit damage is still pretty low for me to use it on any of my Giants damage dealers. I don't think it replaces any runes on Charlotte, unless this rolls speed, in which case this could be a replacement for Charlotte. But other than that, it's probably going to be sidelined for a while. It's a purple rune, but the substats didn't really roll amazingly. As well as it being a despair set, there's not many despair damage dealers that I use. Lapis is built for TOA on a 0 crit rate build, and that's about it. Yo, Jesus, babe, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Can we get speed, please? 6 speed. We got it. We got to think. Ghost Rider OG, what's up? Welcome to the stream. You guys here for the giveaway? If so, there's the gleam.io link. Go ahead and check that out and enter. We do have 17 minutes. No. Yes? Yes. 18 minutes. 18 minutes till the end of the giveaway, so hurry on in and check that out before you miss out on your chance to get $50 in Amazon coins. Oh man, this room doesn't want to power up for us, as is typical, but we can hope that the luck is just building up so we get that speed roll. Because I don't mind dropping 300,000 to plus 12 a rune if it gives me a subset I'm looking for, you know? Because the mana is only as valuable as the runes that, you know, I use it to get, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Because if I have, you know, 10 million mana, but all the runes I have are garbage, you know, what's the value of the mana then, right? Now, if I have a long line of runes that need to be powered up, of course, then my mana becomes a lot more valuable, and I'm a lot less lenient with the usage. Have we really failed 24 times now? 24 times. There we go. HP percent. I mean, that's not terrible. The thing is, typically I would like this more on either a blade set or a fatal set, so I could put on a bruiser. Because the thing is, building a bruiser on despair is really, really awkward, right? So when it comes to building units, you want to, Ghost Rider, thank you so much for the follow. When it comes to building units, you don't really want to focus too much on too many things. You know, I feel like it could be obvious, you know, simplicity, you know, is key. Yo, Jesus Babe, thank you so much for the follow. I definitely feel like the more simple of a rune build you are going for, or usage of the unit you are going for, the easier it is to get what you're looking for, and the better that unit's going to be at it. You know, jack of all trades, master of none, that kind of thing. You know, totally comes into play here, where there's some sort of balance between how many different things your unit can do and then how good it's going to be at each of those things. Because you can't build one unit that's really good everywhere and can do a whole bunch of things, right? So I know instantly what comes to mind is, oh, well, you can have a Lucian, and Lucian's good in Giants and Arena and all that. But Lucian is good as a damage dealer, right? And Lucian isn't going to be good at really anything except for being a damage dealer no matter what. Yes, he's good in Arena. Yes, he's good in Guild Wars. Yes, he's good in Giants. But at the end of the day, he's always just going to be a damage dealer. Now, units like Veramos, units like Amir, units like Kreisveld, they can all be utility-based damage dealers, units that bring something more to the table, units that are going to require accuracy, that are going to require more speed, because you could get away with a Lucian with 0 speed. You just build a unit like Konamaya to make up for everything that Lucian is going to be missing from being on a pure damage build, right? And so you build and use other units that compensate for the weaknesses of the unit that you're pairing it with. And you know, you see that a lot with most beginner Giants teams, is you have a bunch of units that specialize, and then a bunch of other units that are also in the team that make up for what the other units don't specialize in, right? So naturally your units aren't going to be very quick in the beginning, so you have a Bernard. And this comes back around to runes, because when you're building a monster for a specific task, where you want it to do something, you want to build it on the rune set that is going to be the most straight to the point, most effective for your unit, right? And so, for example, if you're trying to build a bruiser, and this all comes back around to that rune, and that's why I got off on this tangent, but you're probably not going to build a bruiser stunner, you know, because a monster that deals damage, stuns off of a despair set, but also has to be a tank and whatever else. You know, it's just so much for a single monster to do. And yeah, you could kind of do that with Lapis a little bit, and I feel like you could get away with doing that on Lapis just because Lapis's multipliers aren't great, and there's not a million uses for Lapis out there. Or it's not going to be a major priority of a unit, but it's not something that you would prefer to do on a unit that is going to be a core unit, right? So Young Boy Thug, what's up, dude? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. And so you're not really going to get a lot of use out of a unit that's built for a million different things, or at least it's not going to be a very strong unit. And you know, most core units are core units because they're very, very good at the one thing that they do. You know, Bernard's really, really good at making your team go a lot faster. Lucian, really, really good at dealing damage. You know, Shannon's really good at bringing utility that your team needs for specifically giants. Here's the giveaway link. It's a gleam.io link. All you have to do is follow the stream and subscribe on YouTube. You'll get 10 entries into the $50 Amazon coin giveaway contest. But yeah, and yeah, I mean, the more focused each one of your units is, and then the more focused your rune builds on those units are, the more powerful your units will be, of course. So trying to simplify what they're used for, and that's where you can see this team really works. Even though every unit on this team requires a lot of things, except for Galleon. Galleon just needs speed and accuracy. But the rest of the units on this team require a whole bunch of things to work. And because of that Charlotte leadership skill, I essentially get to cut 25% of what my runes need in order to make my runes or my runs go more smoothly and work better. You know, I don't need that whatever 38% crit rate that Charlotte provides, because of course she's providing it with her leadership skill. So instead of having crit rate on my runes, I could focus on having higher speed, higher crit damage, higher attack, and of course accuracy, because every unit on this team needs accuracy. Everyone here provides some sort of harmful effect, and that's kind of how they all synergize, is because they all provide some sort of harmful effect that either speeds up the run or impairs the giant from taking me down, which therefore increases the survivability and consistency of my run. Young Boy Thug, thank you so much for the follow. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, and by having that crit rate lead, I don't need to have the crit rate in my runes. So I could skimp on crit rate, worry about crit damage, therefore increasing my overall damage output from all my units in my team. So, and of course, as your runes get better, you get to rely on that leadership less and less, which will be great, because this is essentially a four-person speed giant speed 10 team with a leadership skill and an attack bar reducer. That's about what Charlotte is to me. Charlotte's an amazing unit, don't get me wrong. However, the way my runes are split between my units, her damage is just about negligible, and the only thing she really provides to the team other than her leadership skill is a little bit of attack bar reduction, and of course the debuff, which increases Amir's damage here as well. I would say that outside of the leadership skill, Hraesvelg is much more necessary in this team than Charlotte, or much more essential of a unit than this Charlotte. And you'll see here Charlotte actually pulls it off by the skin of her teeth to prove that I'm a douche for talking down about Charlotte. But that's just my opinion from my experience with the team. Now, the day I pull a Lucian is going right into Charlotte's spots, and everybody else's runes are going to be adjusted accordingly. What's up, Complexity? Yo! How you doing? Welcome to the stream. You here for the giveaway? If so, my moderator should be just posting the link every time someone joins. That's what we'll do. Every time someone new joins the chat, go ahead, Starry Night, and you can just post that gleam.io link for the competition, and then you could enter for your chance to win $50 in Amazon coins, supporting both the Amazon App Store as well as Summoner's War as a whole. I also have a Summoner's War link. If you don't have Summoner's War as an app, you're looking to get it, and you want to show that you came from here or that you support what Amazon is doing, there's the Amazon store link. And there's the giveaway link. I'm just gonna assume my moderator is on chat only mode, just because I don't believe she is home at a computer currently. She's in another state, which is why I'm surprised they even have a moderator today. But I'm still happy to have one. Don't misconstrue what I'm trying to say. Okay, some more harmony. So we've only gone through like 200 crystals today. That's crazy. It's crazy to think that you can farm for like 5 hours off of like 200 crystals. You know? Yeah, I feel like when you're early game and you're not farming giants constantly, when you're farming through scenarios, crystals go by so fast. Like you're just like, wow, I can't believe I'm all out of crystals. Or at least that's what happens to me every time I do one of these giveaway accounts. Like Summoners War giveaway accounts. Complexity, thank you so much for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Every time I do one of those Summoners War giveaway accounts, I definitely feel that way in the beginning. I'm just like, wow, I really wish that I had more crystals so that I could just farm nonstop the entire day. And when you're farming through that scenario mode, sometimes you can just fly through those crystals like nothing, trying to level up your units and really take advantage of that 12-hour XP they give you and the 1-day XP they give you right off the bat. Currently 100 entries, wow. This is cool. Now, if you guys have any Summoners War related questions, always feel free to ask. I'm always happy to answer them and roast Sith Lord's account. He usually has it coming though. Especially with how snobby he is about his 3 Lucians and his Teor. We can laugh at his lack of accuracy or poor crit damage on his units. All we want. And he can take it on the chin like a champ. Alright, we're getting tons of crafting material. The crazy thing is, early game, the big thing we needed was Symbols of Chaos, the purple crafting material for farming, for crafting runes from giants, dragons, and necro. It's like the core material is the Symbols of Chaos. Now we're actually running out of the Symbols of Harmony, and I'm not sure if that's as a result of my time in Dragons. I know I got a ton of Symbols of Chaos when I was in Dragons, but is this Pop John's? What's up, yo Mexican Poppy? No, this is not Papa John's. Oh man, freaky fast. How you doing today? That commercial was great though. The freaky fast Papa John's commercials. I think they made like 2. Never said anything about my Lucians. I'm disliking Teor. The AI hurts my runes. Oh, great. Make me look like the bad guy. Make me look like the bad guy, right, Sith Lord? Where's WestOreos? WestOreos, that's my alternate account, actually. Funny enough. So when I used to play, I should roast your Sig. Oh, you have, is it that bad? Oh, come on. Amir needs to go. He has almost no speed. I mean, you don't really need speed on Sig. He's kind of a max HP based nuker. Although that just kind of proves that you do need some speed on Sig. Let's go roast your Sigmarus some. Yeah, here's the units that he shows off that he underappreciates. His 3 LD Nat 5s that he's gotten on his account so far. Okay, let's go look at the Sig. Ooh. Sig is dirty, dude. That's a high attack Sig. That's crazy. That's a 250% more. That's like 265, right? Let me go put this in the calculator real quick so I can get some real percentages for you guys. That's a high attack Sigmarus. Come on, man. You gotta make this easier to roast, dude. What, 2508 divided by 988. Yeah, 250, about 254% attack increase based on his rune set. Fatal Blade, of course. 200% crit damage. Wow. Now, why isn't this set on any of your Lucians is the real question, right? Because none of your Lucians have that level of attack and crit damage as a combination. Yeah, wait a second. What are you doing? Why don't you just put that on your fat Lucian? What's up, Loading Mio? If you're here for the giveaway, here's the giveaway link right there. Yeah. Go put that on one of your Lucians, dude. 200% crit damage. None of your Lucians have that much attack and that much crit damage combined. Now, if you just took your Sig's runes and put them on your fat Lucian, like, there you go. AO complete, right? Especially since your fat Lucian doesn't really have speed anyways, right? Or do you have 3 speed Lucians? No, here's your fat Lucian. What? What? He doesn't have a slot? Come on, get out of here. Get out of here with your cripple Lucian. Get out of here with your slot 2, your empty slot 2 Lucian. I can't even. You were expecting a roast, not a compliment. He can't attack if he doesn't take a turn. Yeah, he can't. You're right. You know, that 3,500 attack is going to do really, really well after the dragon outspeeds him 7 times and has immunity up. Goosebuster Cero, you got 3 minutes. Here's the link to the giveaway. I'm just assuming. I know people don't like assuming, but second hit's hard enough to kill everything, yeah? How much damage does he do in Dragon's B10? Come on, you have to use him in Dragon's B10. If you have a Sigmaris that's built like that and you're not using him in DB10, I don't know what you're doing. Because it's, I mean, why else would you build a 200% crit damage, 3,500 attack Sigmaris? Fat Lucian needs the attack tower maxed. Double Lucian needs to be faster. Needs the faster one to hit less. Yeah, but your Fat Lucian isn't even that fat though, because he's missing a slot 2. And both of your Lucians are speed Lucians. One of them has a lot of crit damage but low attack, and one of them is just meh. It's all about the crit damage too with Lucian. I mean, because the attack is a lot simpler to get on a Lucian. Talk about putting your good runes on a useless unit, though. I'll roast you there. You put some sick Fatal Blade runes on a unit that you that you hardly utilize. Thank you so much, Loading Mio. I appreciate the follow. Fat Lucian needs attack tower. I do. He hits surprisingly hard. Wasn't expecting Sig to work. Okay. Well, I need to know the numbers. That's what I'm looking for. Come on, show me the numbers. Nothing else matters. Show me the numbers. You're not using Fat Lucian comp at the moment. You're doing double speed Lucian, right? The first Lucian hits really softly to avoid proccing Nemesis. You know who's really good instead of having 2 Lucians in your AO if you want your first monster to weaken them down, having a Julie. Because Julie has the multi-hits, it doesn't proc Nemesis, I believe, because each hit isn't large enough to proc the Nemesis. So having a really fast Julie on like Despair or something could be crazy for your main AO, because then you get some Yo Mexican Poppy, thank you so much for the follow. Because then your Julie has potential to stun, also weaken down those units so that your Lucian can come through, and you have a lesser chance of proccing those or getting their Nemesis runes to proc, if that's something that you're concerned about. Julie, yeah, the water puree. She's really good. She was actually my first Nat 4 on my very first account. She was the first Nat 4 I ever pulled, and she carried me through scenarios so hard. She's sick. Julie's insane. I feel like nobody's talked about Julie in like forever, because she is, to be fair, an outdated unit. She hasn't really gotten touched in forever. Thank you so much for the follow, Goosebuster Seto. So the weak Lucian is alright for the moment. Yeah? It works? Uh-oh. I just realized I had the time setting incorrect on the giveaway, but it's okay. Everybody's entries are in. And the giveaway is officially over. We have 125 entries. Okay. Yeah, 7:45 Central Time. So that is the end of the giveaway. The giveaway is now closed. Thank you everybody who entered so much. I think it's fun having a fast Vero too. Yeah, I bet your damage dealer Vero is really fun. I'll invest in Fatty Lucian when I get to Conqueror 2 area, where I'll need other mons to kill something. Man, These last few hours flew by fast. It's already been like 2.5 hours pretty much. That's crazy. Yeah, thank you guys so much for all the entries. 125 entries. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pick a winner. We're gonna draw the prize. Hey, Goosebuster Seto! Congratulations on winning the giveaway. I wish... Here, I will click announce. Yes. So now if you go to the competition, you'll see the winning entry, Goosebuster Seto. Congratulations. I have your email here. I'm going to be giving your email to an Amazon App Store representative. They're going to go ahead and they're going to send you the confirmation for your Amazon, your $50 in Amazon coins. I'm going to get that all settled through. If for any reason it doesn't work correctly, always feel free to message me on Twitch. Let me know how all that goes. I'm going to be communicating with them as well, making sure that you get your prize. That's great, though. We got a winner, and the winner's actually here. I was afraid we were going to get somebody who did not. Can you give them the email for the YouTube one? I'm going to go ahead and whisper you because the only email that Gleam.io shows me is the one that you had applied for that specific entry, and the one you had applied for the entry, or the entry that won, was the Twitch entry, so they only give me your email for the Twitch entry. So if you want to go ahead and Twitch whisper me the email that you would like me to give her, I have no problem doing that. Let me go ahead and do this, whisper, and type to you. But if you go ahead and send the email you would like me to send, I would be more than happy to transfer that on and give that information to the App Store representative. But like I said, thank you all so much for participating in this giveaway. This is not the first, nor is it the last giveaway that will be on this channel. Now, if you guys are interested in other giveaways, this is more for the YouTube viewers who might be seeing this in the future. I don't know. I do beginner account giveaways every single month. So if you know somebody who you want to get into the game, or maybe you want to get into Summoner's War and you haven't created an account yet, every month I give away a beginner's account that is equipped with a fully functioning Giants B10 team, or as close as I can get to it. 90% of the time it has a Veramos that is fully fused, if not very, very close to being fused, as well as a lot of runes that you need to farm and push yourself further in the game. So, yeah, that's about it. There's not too much else. Now we're just going to be doing, let's see, there we go. Yep, there's no problem. I can send it to that email. That's sick. Yeah, we're going to be doing more giveaways in the future. So, and boom. Cool. It's all confirmed. I sent it off to the representative that I received all this giveaway information from. Special thanks to the Amazon App Store for sponsoring this stream. Really, really cool. Yeah. So, thank you guys all so much for watching. We're just going to be farming a little bit more for the next 9 minutes, and then we're going to end this up. Of course, more than happy to help you guys out. Now, if you could help me out and keep the YouTube subscribed and the Twitch followed, I'd appreciate it, because that helps me out. That's all I require. I don't need donations. I don't need any special recognition. Just seeing likes, seeing follows and subscriptions on YouTube really motivates me to create more content and be more active in the community. Awesome. Well, we have successfully done our first. This is our first currency giveaway, because I've done quite a few account giveaways, and I think that's it pretty much. I've never done merch giveaways, but pretty soon I'm going to be starting up a very small merch line, as well as creating some Summoners War figurines, decorative figurines, not movable or action figures or anything like that, but little decorative figurines in the poses of their primary move. So I'm not crying, you're crying at Starry Night. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Oh, also, longtime viewers. So, Sith Lord, Starry Night, people who've been here for a long time. And I'll be able to know based on the duration that you followed. That's in the analytics page. I'm going to be doing special giveaways for people who have been the 10 people who've been here the longest. For people who are interested, of course, I'm going to get in contact with everybody. But for the people who are interested, I'm going to be doing those special giveaways where I give away those figurines, if anyone's curious. I have to go ahead and make a few, finish them, clear coat them, put on whatever epoxy I need to make sure they're structurally sound, and the paint isn't going to chip away, of course. But I'm going to be making a few just to show you guys, to see if anybody thinks they look cool. But I love getting into really, really, really creative things such as that. So I look forward to making something of the sort, whether it be out of clay or... I thought about 3D printing, but I don't think it would be the quality I'd like it to be. The surfaces wouldn't really be smooth enough, or as smooth as I'd want them to be in 3D printed form, even though that would be a little bit sturdier than clay with a wooden base. But I don't know, we'll see when I start working on them. I can't wait. But some examples of what I've wanted to do. Some of you may know I am obsessed with the Dragon Knights in this game. By far my favorite monster in the game. And as such, I would like to create what's a good way to put it? A posing of the character, a posing of the Dragon Knight in the middle of using justice, right? So it's going to be the Dragon Knight in air with the axe in one hand. Basically, coming through the swing, you're going to have the effect of the axe cutting through the air with the flames or the red animation sparks coming behind it. So all that stuff, I can't wait to work on that. But that's what I plan on. Yeah, giveaway for you, maybe. I'm just putting your name in there so I have more names in the bin. You're not actually gonna win though. It'd be too rigged if you won. That's not how it works. That's like saying you're gonna do a giveaway and then putting your own name in the hat. It's like I'm gonna do $1,000 giveaway, but I'm gonna put my name in the hat. Oh, coincidentally, I won the $1,000 giveaway. Sorry guys, come back next week for another one. Oh, let me type a new username for myself. I swear people have done that before too. I bet you could totally get away with that, until somebody challenged it, and one of the sites that holds the giveaways checks the validity of the submission and finds out that the IP address is identical to the hosting IP address of the giveaway. I mean, especially because you don't know how real giveaways are until you've won something from them as well too, because what's to stop someone from doing that, right? It's not hard to bot your way up through accounts. It's not like I'm a streamer and giving it away. I'm a supporter. Yeah. Not fair. Okay, you could enter it. Best of luck to you. Hey, but El Sharion though, right? Am I right? Yeah, someone did already, and I'm sure they got in trouble for it. Because first off, if you know that somebody did it, that means more people knew that they did that, and they got in trouble for that. That's breaking the terms of service. Phantom Lord was oh my god, I remember Phantom Lord. Holy crap, really? He pulled that crap? Is he still able to stream? Because that's definitely against terms of service. How long have I played Summoners War? This account is 9 months now? No. 7 months. This account is going on 7.5 months currently. I've been playing Summoner's War for a year and a half in total between my accounts. I've also played on. I have 2 alternate accounts. I have my girlfriend's account, my girlfriend's little brother's account, my little brother's account, and I had an account previous to this one. So I've got about a year and a half worth of Summoner's War experience. I've been producing content for over 8 months, I think. And because once you go there, you can't go back. Oh my god, that's Lord. But yeah, this account has been here for like 7.5 months. So. Man, I can't believe I made 3 videos today. That's too many. I couldn't imagine like if I was able to make 3 videos every single day. I bet you my channel would grow a lot faster if I was producing, because that's the thing. It's really about, you know, quantity. You only played like 1 month. Yeah. I mean, the more time you put in the game, like the further you get, and I feel like the more you get into it too. Like the further you get in the game, the more you're like, man, this game is fun. I can't stop playing it. You should have set it to be uploaded on different days. No, I'm not about that. I can't see the damage for Sig third. Second is 35k with attack buff and defense break. Wow, that's pretty good. So third skill's probably going to be lower than that. Have I talked about the May giveaway account? No. I've been farming it so much. Today on stream I've mentioned the giveaway account. But as a video, I have not made any updates on the May giveaway accounts because there hasn't been really anything to update it about. I did some stone summons on it today. It was nothing big, and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to be uploading this tomorrow, though. Oh, come on. Ruin the video for me. That's my phone telling me it's time's up because it is 7:59, so I should be about wrapping it up. But, yeah. It's a lot of videos in one day. 3 videos. That's the thing. That's why I have to be uploading videos about other games too. And I'm sorry for the diehard Summoners War fans who are going to get triggered by this, but Dungeon Hunter Champions videos, they're coming soon. And they're going to be coming pretty soon. Because I am grinding in that game. Because finally it's a game where Dungeon Hunter Champions is the first game, and this is like the first game since Battlefield 3 where I am playing it like basically since the week of launch, right? Battlefield 4 I was off by a while. Battlefield 3, it was like I played in the beta and then right into the launch, and I played it through until I was max level, and I was able to get like top 3% snipers or whatever. But anyways, I was able to be competitive in the game because I started off early enough. With Summoners War, I'm like 3 years behind when it comes to this account. So I really have to catch up. But anyways, Dungeon Hunter Champions, those videos are coming soon. I made sure to put this at the end of the stream as to not piss anybody off who's watching this video on YouTube. But thank you guys all so much for watching. I appreciate everyone for stopping by, and I appreciate all the crazy, awesome entries we got. We got a lot of entries today, so that's really, really, really awesome. Thank you guys all so much for watching the stream, and make sure you tune in for more. And you're completely behind. It's okay, man. You could always catch up, though. Just put in the time, put in the effort, and if you enjoy the game, just play it more. You don't have to feel stressed to win the game, though. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next video and in the next stream. Peace out. Hey guys, it's West again. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe for more.